So in today's video, I thought I'd share with you an idea I came up with, or at least I think I came up with. I've checked YouTube and I can't find it anywhere else. But basically, it's creating push-fit attachments out of sprues. And obviously this has got all the advantages that magnetizing has, except it's free and you don't need to buy anything else. Also, by using this method, you have access to all the other weapons from the Leman Russ kit, or any other tank that you might be using this method on. So when the rules change, as they often do, GW often nerf and buff different models for different reasons, you have access to all the other weapons that the tank comes with, so you don't need to go out and buy another Leman Russ when you can just swap out the weapons. So this is my tutorial on how to create push-fit assemblies using only sprues, saving on buying magnets, because I'm a tight ass. So we're going to start by cutting out a few bits of sprues, as long as you're using a consistent sprue size, as some of the sprues can change with different kits, but you want to cut the sprues to about 7 or 8 mil. We're starting with the female side of the push fit attachment, and we're going to shave down 4 sides which haven't been cut with the clippers, so that the sprue is slightly smaller than it was before. Then we're going to file down one of the cut ends so that we have a good surface to glue to. We're then going to cut down the shaved sprue to about 3 or 4 mil. We're then going to glue the longer sprue bits to the short shaved down sprue bit. Do this by gluing together the corresponding sides. This will create the female side of the push fit attachment. You'll want to add a bit more glue to the joints where you can, as this is a push fit attachment, so it should be seeing some stress when the part is put together and taken apart again as you're swapping out the weapons. As you will have already no doubt guessed, you should be left with a hole that's roughly smaller than the size of a sprue. Now we move on to the male side of the push fit attachment. Here we're giving one end of the sprue a chamfer, so this will account for any misalignment when pushing together the 2 sides of the attachment. Next, you want to find a good spot in the turret to glue the female attachment to, and I found the best place was the ridge in the corner just behind the turret. Again, to strengthen the joint, you want to go around the corners and add a bit more glue just to make sure all that plastic is melted together. I decided to glue some scrap bits of sprue around the edge of the attachment. Try saying glue scrap bits of sprue repeatedly fast, really hard. So I decided to glue some scrap bits of sprue around the edge of the attachment so that it keeps its rigidity. Because it's an interference fit, it may deform when it's being used, so this should help keep its shape. To make sure that the male side of the attachment is glued to the correct position, you want to put the male attachment into the female side, then apply a bit of glue. The two sides of the turret can then be pushed together and held for a while so that the glue has time to dry. The two pieces of the turret can then be pulled apart and the two sides of the attachment will then be glued in the correct place. As with the other side of the attachment, I'm using scrap bits of sprue to strengthen the join, but it's important to remember that these bits will need to be cut down so that they don't interfere with the interference fit. So that's it, that's how you create an interference fit by just using sprues. Some of you may say that this might not be that strong. This may not support the different heavy barrels that you may want to put on this Leman Russ. But now we're going to give you a demo to show you just how strong this interference fit is. Even with the largest barrel in place, the Vanquisher barrel, when we shake the turret, the two parts don't come apart at all. So it's more than strong enough for your games and transporting your models. Thanks for watching guys, and as always, if you've got any suggestions for future videos, please let me know in the comments, and let me know what you thought of the idea. What do you think of the push fit sprue attachments? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think you'll be using this in the future? Or do you just think magnets are the way forward? Let me know. Anyway, thanks for listening again, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.